So the question is, how much is a Westie worth?
As much as you're willing to pay for it.
You're still working on this Ghia, huh?
Nobody told me it's going to be arm and shoulders day.
Again.
Still. Good Lord.
Never arm wrestle a metal guy.
Well, I'm a body guy today.
All right.
I will be for 6 weeks or 2 or 3 or whatever. And then I got to polish it by hand, so. Yay!
All right. It's going to look great, though.
Yeah, I like it. We get a lot of interesting views lately.
Yeah, we have.
It's like, I'm talking to the guy now, he's got a 69 and a half convertible. We've already had soda blasted, so which actually will protect it, but he also put it in epoxy primer. But got some bad damage and some old stuff. We got a question today?
Yeah, we do, but it's not about a Ghia.
Oh, okay.
It's about a Westfalia.
Oh, Westie.
Yeah, come in.
Westfalia.
We happen to have one.
Westfalia, Riviera, or Dorn?
Well, Westie. This is the one we're talking about. So the question is, how much is a Westie worth?
As much as you're willing to pay for it. To do a bus, there's another probably 15 to 25,000 on top of the cost of a normal bus.
Why?
Because you got two different subsystems. You've got the actual restoration, and then you've got a full camper interior. So it's like nobody's making kits really in the United States for new cabinets. And the originals were just made out of press board.
Oh.
And so they're trapped and get wet.
So when we were in the UK, we saw some that it was like furniture quality. Do you remember?
That's what this
is.
But yeah, that's what they're doing. It's like it's all custom made now.
Wow. Josh, I know you've been busily playing with the juice.
Yeah, wiring up all this 110 volt stuff.
All right, so what is that, Ryan?
Look at the camera. Sorry.
That's all right. So what's going on in there with the wiring?
Just got done finishing up powering the inverter on the 110 side and all those goodies. So everything's all wired up nice and pretty and neat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Just trying to figure out the threads on that bolt for the breaker box cover.
Okay.
So get that figured out and we'll go from there. But everything else is done too. So we got other cool stuff. We got a cooler in here.
Ooh.
Get up in here. Oh. So you got a nice refrigerator.
Oh, wow.
Unit. Everything opens up here. All kinds of goodies. And everything's all hardwired in here.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I thought it was.
All right.
Looks good.
It does. It's amazing.
Yes.
This is gorgeous.
I love it.
So you weren't afraid of the juice, huh?
No. It just gets a little confusing.
You know,
DC to 110, 110 to DC. It just it's a little hectic.
So all this interior stuff, all the fun things that make a camper, those run on the 110.
Yeah, primarily what'll be focused on 110 is just add-ons. The cooler will run off the 110. And anything else they might want, microwave, cell phone charger. I mean, you name it. Anything you can imagine that's in your house.
Okay. fun things.
Mhm.
And then how about the vehicle itself? That's not 110.
No,
is it?
no, it's all DC 12 volt.
Right. Okay.
That'll be the only section that will be 110 is back here.
Okay. So somebody doing this, if they were working on their own Westie, what do you recommend that how do they figure out how to do all the electrical?
Hopefully they have a manual.
Okay.
I mean, otherwise you're just kind of shooting in the dark, but there's nothing wrong with tearing out all the old and going back in with the new. That way you know exactly what's run where, how, and why.
That's a good thing.
Yep.
And, the wires don't last forever. We've talked about that before, where, the coating gets kind of degraded after time. You
Over
really
time,
don't want
it's
that.
real brittle. Yeah. It'll just fall to pieces over time. So, there's not other than keeping them in the garage, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. Now, we're talking
true.
about decades.
Right,
before
it's
they
not gonna
do it.
happen in
Right,
5
It's not
years.
going to do it overnight.
Right.
Exactly. So,
But that's a good thing to do, because we have seen, actually I have to ask Spook about that. We did have a bus that came in that had caught fire,
Oh,
which is
wow.
still out in the boneyard.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm wondering, was that electrical or
That was an engine fire. And it
No,
was,
it's-
an engine fire? Oh,
and it was
okay.
Lanigan.
Yeah,
So we sold the transmission out of that one.
yeah.
So it was still good.
Okay.
I think there's still some good parts.
Didn't
on
it catch on fire while the guy was driving it?
Yeah.
Oh,
And he had like 3 fire extinguishers in there, but they I don't know. So we actually do something called, what is that? The height, is that Halo?
Oh, no, it's
Paul in a blank. We put them in just about all of our cars.
I thought we had one sitting on, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Place cut.
So even though we are not sponsored or anything, get one of these for your classic car.
what is it? Fire suppression
It's a
system.
automatic fire suppression. So once it reaches temperature, it pops.
Yep.
And it puts out the fire, basically just starves it of oxygen, and there's a small chemical component in there to help with magnesium and fuel and rubber and stuff like that.
Okay, so kind of a foam comes
No,
out
it's
of
a
it, or
powder.
a powder? Interesting.
It's not quite CO2. I like CO2 to put out just about anything.
Okay.
That smothers all of the oxygen, but when you get into magnesium, you're
Ugh.
toast.
All right, so show us what else is going on here.
No, he's
got-
got 2 projects in
Oh,
the mix right now.
you're doing 2
Yeah,
projects at
I'm
once.
actually checking in stuff right now, working on getting front rotors put on graves today. Hopefully get them done. And we'll be putting a new distributor in Johnston and hopefully have it ready today too.
A new what?
New distributor.
Oh.
The distributor went out on us.
All right.
Yep, so.
Well.
Then I've been checking in parts and few new goodies for the shop.
Oh, yeah.
A spot welder,
Oh, nice.
which is going to come in handy for Josh and them to
Yeah.
to welding things together.
New toys.
Yes, new toys. And then new toy for everybody,
What is this?
cordless impact.
All
That
right.
will help out greatly throughout the shop for
Well,
tons of things.
You fellas must have been good boys this
I
year.
think we were. Santa's being good to us.
All right. Spook, what else is going on over here?
I don't know, I've been stuck back here.
Well,
So,
I mean, I know it's been the holiday week,
it
so.
has been a holiday week. Hope you guys survive your New Year's and celebrations last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever. Because you're watching this on Saturday. So the temporal mechanics give me a headache. So we haven't done anything on range, especially since Darren's been out. He was actually supposed to jump out this week after he finished up the Blue Boat Johnston. He's got one more thing to do on it. This is Barnhart, 60. We're waiting for a set of spindles to come back from Ed's Foreign Car Parts.
Okay.
And then you got the rear end on this thing done, right?
Yes, I've got the transmission in it. Still got waiting on the engine tins and all. They'll put the motor back in it.
Yeah, we
So-
should get that next week.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We're supposed to have tins next week.
Also, we haven't done anything because we're waiting on axles, which are back ordered until the end of January. So I'm sorry, Mr. Calzo. I can't help
I
it.
know. It's COVID world.
So this is the one that's got rotors going to go on today. So they're starting to do the disassembly. One more thing to have a top on this before we clean it up. It has been run in tune, except for the distributor.
And that's the one Shannon's working on.
Yeah, and I don't know why the distributor went bad. We also got that.
What is that?
We decided instead of scrounging for bolts all the time, we
Oh, how fancy are we?
yeah. So all grade 8 hardware.
Floyd would love that. And what's this?
So this is a 1957 pan that we're doing. We're doing pans. The top hat I think is okay. And then we're going to start doing the body work, which is the one that's out front.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an oval.
Yay. Roger would have loved that.
So the only thing we're really doing to this is we're doing the metal work and basically getting it into primer and ready for paint. So it's going to go through a paint process and then the client's going to take it.
So you're painting it?
No, we're not.
You're not painting it. Okay.
We're doing the sealers. We're doing the high build, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Client's going to take on painting.
Yeah, and it's kind of lumpy,
All
but
right.
overall it's not bad. I'm going to go ahead and buy some fenders for it.
Are you going to send it to blast?
Yeah. But I'm going to buy some fenders for it. I got to get another apron for it, and that's all rusted out. But the rest gets in.
Can we see the window?
Cool. I don't know why they have to cover it because we're
Ooh.
going to be sending it over to the blaster
Nice.
pretty soon.
That's an oval. They're pretty rare now.
Yes, all of them are getting pretty rare.
Cool.
That's all we got going around the shop, so hope you guys have a good new year. We do have a new website coming out soon, www.aircoolcustoms.com. Hit that like, subscribe button for the YouTube stuff. And don't forget about our Sunday shows. We're actually doing some working on Bucky.